Yeah, folks, you know getting well what it is right now. Right now, it is basically a pacing contest between uh, Fox Sports News, Fox Sports, and ESPN. They're going to whittle down the conferences to two conferences. The ones left out in the cold would be CBS and NBC, especially when the contract for Notre Dame expires in 2 years, and if Notre Dame joins either the ACC or they join Big Ten. What you want to ask yourself, how or why does this have any effect on HBCU football? Well, very bluntly put, we're not done with the expansion. My uneducated guess is that with the Pac 12 basically dissolving, that's my guess. I looking at Arizona State, Colorado, Oregon State, Utah, maybe Washington State, all joining either the Mountain West Conference or the Big 12. Yeah, Big 12. Um, Stanford joining Stanford and Cal can probably go independent, or they can dominate the Mountain West Conference. It's their choice. But that's not what this is about. This is about our favorite word in the land of HBCU football: contracts, television contracts. When they expire, who has what? The people. Once again, I'm going to be very, very blunt about this. Again, ACC, ESPN through 2036. Big Ten, Fox, ESPN through the end of this year, renegotiating for $1 billion a year. Big 12, 50-50, ESPN and Fox. Pac 12, 50-50 for ESPN and Fox. SEC, ABC, ESPN. This is who has room on their schedules. ABC, ESPN is fully committed across ABC, ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN News, ESPNU. Existing big rights expire in 2023, add additional games from CBS starting in fall of 2024. CBS, losing SEC after season 2024, only other rights are mostly cable rights on CBS SN to the Mountain West and Big East basketball. Fox, fully committed across Fox, FS1, FS2, has limited distribution, resulting in overflow games pushed to Fox Business, even Fox News. Notre Dame, NBC, until 2025. With the shutdown of NBC SN, many sports now air on CNBC and USA. Turner College Sports has no college sports on TBS, TNT, or True TV, other than the NCAA basketball tournament. Which basically what I'm telling you is, I don't know how else to keep saying this to you over and over again. 2024 is lining up exactly the way I told you it would. CBS Notre Dame, NBC will have no college sports other than Mountain West and Big East basketball. CBS, if the Pac-12 does dissolve, is going to make a push for the Mountain West football to be considered one of the major five or group five, whatever it is, Power Five. They're going to do it. They're going to promote the hell out of it and try to get it going. This is where it comes in for FCS football. Right now, I just watched a podcast, and they mentioned about ratings. I'll tell you something. The fight right now, and I mean right now, is amongst those other conferences. ACC, Big Ten, SEC, Big 12. They're good. They're pretty much taken care of. Everybody else, this is what the fight is. And what I want you to understand is not just going to be amongst the FBS. This is a chance or a time I can say for sure North Dakota State may have outsmarted all of us. Because simple fact is, North Dakota State does not have to move up. Yeah, I said that. With the TV rights being what they are, it's going to be who brings the most bucks, who brings the better ratings. I heard Mr. Jones explain very eloquently that, per capita, NDSU gets better ratings. There ain't nothing to do in North Dakota. So when football's on, you got to watch it or you're going to go outside in the field. But per capita, Houston, Tallahassee, Birmingham, hell, let's bring in the MEAC. Washington, D.C., the Charlotte area, Greensboro, the Virginia area, Baltimore, the DMV, they don't bring in the ratings per capita that North Dakota does. Bans or no bans. So who do you think they're going to get on there? Who's going to have a better argument? Let's be honest. You want to go history? Okay. We can go history. We're going to see a lot more of the Princeton versus Harvard game on NBC. We're going to see some Ivy League on there. Are we going to see any HBCU football on NBC besides what they pay to get on there? Are we? Let's be honest. If I hate to use this question, but let's say Texas Southern played South Carolina State in Celebration Bowl. Who the hell would have watched that game? You got to be an alum or a damn bored person to watch that game. Honestly. When it comes to ratings, we are at the precipice of building our teams up. Until the SWAC starts winning out of conference games, It's not going to be any good. You're not going to have anything to brag about. I'll tell you something. Right now, we're at the start. I would like to call this the SEC 2008. But you're going to ask the question, what do you mean 2008? 2008 was when ULM beat Alabama. No, hold up, take it back. 2007, sorry. 2007 was when ULM beat Alabama. When I tell you the fire that lit up amongst Alabama faithful and Alabama for the next year, you don't want to know. 12-2, they were whooping everybody's butt. Starting off by drubbing Clemson, Tulane. I think they lost their last two games to Florida and to Utah. But that was the start of the dominance. The whole SWAC, the whole HBCU football in general needs to start that thing this year. Because when it comes down to it, when those contracts are up, when those contracts are ready to get renegotiated in a year to 2 years, you have got to show them a track record. And it won't be with ESPN. Because once again, ESPN is committed for $17 million per school to the ACC. 50-50 split on the rights right now through ABC and Fox for Big Ten at $31 million per school, but we know damn well Big Ten going for $1 billion in a couple of weeks. They're committed through 50-50 split between Fox and ABC and ESPN at $20 million for the Big 12. And of course the SEC. The only ones opening up to get your games on a different network or to at least do a 50-50 split. CBS, NBC. And we have got to show you can at least hold 1 million people for a regular game to get on CBS. Because CBS will only have Mountain West and Big East basketball. You're not fighting against the SEC. You're not fighting against the ACC. You're not fighting against the Big 10, the Big 12, whatever's left of the damn Pac-12. And this is something that every conference knows. Are you listening to me? You're not fighting against those schools. Very simple. You're fighting against the Sun Belt. You're fighting against Conference USA. You're fighting sorry, people. You're fighting against the AAC and you're fighting against the MAC. Oh, sorry, Mountain West as well. I would bet none of those schools have a historical importance of the SWAC and the MEAC. But when it comes to football, and ratings-wise, there is only one division you are fighting against. Because remember, with the elevation of certain schools from the FCS, some of these conferences are going away. Some of these conferences are not going to be as powerful as one would think. But on the FCS level, to elevate your program, you're only fighting if you follow the same damn path you're on right now. You're fighting against the Big Sky Conference and Missouri Valley. That's it. You're not fighting the Northeast Conference. Even though Tennessee State is one of your rivals, you're not fighting the Ohio Valley. Not fighting Patriot League or Pioneer League or anything like that. Keep getting the recruits you're on right now. Build the hell up your rosters. Get your fans involved. Challenge your alumni. Say, hey, look, man, look, we get it. We screwed up a couple of years, a couple of decades in the past. But you need to get involved right now. This is the chance we have to strike where the iron is hot. You think all this black pride shit's gonna be long for a while? Let's be honest. The thing driving HBCUs right now is George Floyd. Let's just be honest with it, okay? George Floyd's spirit and the desire to reconnect to our roots is what's driving the HBCU landscape right now. I'm being 100% honest with you, okay? What does that mean? That means pretty damn soon the allies are gonna get tired of hearing you cry about stuff. I'm not holding anything back. Honestly, let's be a buck. You know who you in the fight with. They know who they in the fight with. But if you keep swinging and they don't see you swinging at the right way, you end up swinging their way, they gonna drop your ass. So I'm gonna be 100% with you. You gotta strike now. Look, Mr. McClellan, I understand you don't watch my show. That's fine, man. Do what you gotta do. But I'm telling you right now, somebody gonna hear this thing. Take the bullets. Take all the shells. Pretend you're a black man at a traffic stop. Take all the bullets. Get out of every bad contract you can find. If they run you out, they run you out, they run you out. But you would have fixed every bad deal. Because the one thing we have on our side right now is momentum. Momentum must turn into progress before it meets the brick wall. I don't think right now is the chance, it's time to move up the SWAC or the MEAC. I'll be honest with you, I really thought it would be for a long time. But now, right now, I'm looking at the contracts, the TV deals. I don't think it is. Michael 5000 Watts from Swisher House Records once said they are an independent label with a major deal. When you look at those conferences, Sunbelt, AAC, with AAC, okay, they're on a different level. So Sunbelt, Conference USA, Southland Conference, yeah, Big Sky, Missouri Valley. Historically, they mean nothing compared to the SWAC. That's up to around 1990. From 90 until now, you take out Steve McNair, what has the SWAC done? What on the grand stage has HBCU football done? Yeah, we got Darius Leonard, we got that. Jimmy Smith, okay. Got some players, Nias Williams, okay. But on a grand scale, football changing scale, what have we done? This is the time. We're ready to do it. Take the shells, man. Get prepared. Because 2023, 24, 25 will be here quicker than you think. Coach Simmons, I am out.